Hey there guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about one of the topic that has been asked quite a few times, and it has been a personal question for me as well, and it is, should you be changing your DAW? Now I'll be very honest, this video is not going to be at the end you decide. I'll be giving you a definite yes or no at the end of this video, and this would be a very straight up front answer for you guys, because you have clicked this video because you are not able to decide, and I don't want to put you into another situation where I lay down the factors but at the end you have to decide. So I'll give you a definite yes or no, so keep watching till the end. So if you're like me, you have a love and hate relationship with your DAW. You have mastered that DAW, you know it in and out, and there are few things that you absolutely love about the DAW, and there are few things that you dislike and you wish that it could be fixed, or you start questioning whether these things could be fixed with another DAW. So the first step is to assess your DAW. Take a moment, write down all of the features that you absolutely want, write down all of the features that you would desire in the future, write down all of the things that you love about this DAW. If it is matching your genre, it is compatible to the music making process that you're used to. Is the UI friendly enough? Is the mixer friendly enough? Are you used to the certain type of UI that you see in your DAW? Are you used to the features that it has, the native features or the host plugins that it has? Are you used to them? And also at the end, understand how your muscle memory has built up over time. So take a moment and assess all of that. Write it down. Take a notepad on your phone or take a pen and paper, but write all of these things down and give certain weightage from 1 to 10 according to you, and it would just come naturally, but be honest with it. And while you're at it, also understand the compatibility. Are you on a DAW which is native to Mac? Are you on a DAW which you're using on Windows but you want to shift to Logic, let's say, which is native to Mac? And understand what all resources you have with you and how much investment do you want to put in. So the next step is to do a cost benefit analysis. Now this is very crucial. You're on a DAW which is, let's say, X dollars or X rupees. I'm taking an example. Let's say you're on Logic and it's $199. Here in India it's about 18,000 if I'm not mistaken. And let's say you want to shift to Bitwig or you want to shift to Ableton. I think Bitwig is $399 and Ableton right now is in $749. I'm not too sure, but similar to that ballpark. So you have to weigh in the balance as to how much do you have or how much are you willing to invest if you want to switch a DAW. If you find a DAW which is compatible to your likings, which is in the similar cost range, at the end you have to buy that DAW. So you have to understand what is your budget and what are the top 3 DAWs that you're going to look at if you're changing. And the third point is the learning curve. Now this is very crucial because you have spent, let's say, years mastering your current DAW. You are used to the UI, you know where to go to make your way around the DAW. You also know the shortcuts, and now you are switching to another DAW where you have to relearn everything. And there's a huge learning curve. There would be certain DAWs which are pretty complex. There are few DAWs that gives you the ability to change the key commands or the shortcuts. So the shortcuts and the key commands that you're used to with the current DAW, you can just replicate that in the new DAW. But there are few DAWs which don't give you that, and you have to relearn the new commands. So keep that in mind, and you have to understand what is the learning curve of all of these DAWs that you're thinking of changing. So those were the 3 questions that you need to ask yourself when you are saying, should I need to change a DAW? And now I'll be just giving you an example on how I would go about it and what is the decision that in my purview, should you change your DAW or not? The answer is absolutely a big no. In my opinion, you shouldn't change your DAW at all. And there are a couple of reasons for that. I started loving Logic when I was on Catalina on Intel Macs. As soon as I switched to M1, everything broke loose. There are few plugins which are absolutely not working on my Logic. Logic itself is not performing well. There are lots of bugs, lots of glitches with Logic being the native DAW. And I started thinking about the same thing. I wish I had bought Ableton because Ableton is much more stable. So I started going through various forums of Ableton, and there were people who were hating Ableton as well because they started complaining about the bugs, various glitches, various crashes on Mac M1, and they started complaining about Native Instruments Contact as well. And it just brought me to the same situation that no DAW is perfect out there. Every DAW has certain plus points, has certain negative points. And if I switch to Ableton or let's say any other DAW, Bitwig, Reaper, wherever, they would have certain downsides. And then I would start hating those as well. And it becomes a vicious cycle. So I've spent enough money to buy another DAW because I've already spent money on Logic, so it's gonna be there. Now I'm paying, let's say $600, $500 for Ableton again. If I'm not happy with it, I go switch to Bitwig. I pay another $400 for that. And I have spent a year and a half learning the new DAWs. And then bugs keep on coming and it's just frustrating. There are bugs, there are issues, and all of these developers are working their asses off to fix these bugs. You have to be very honest about whether you want to spend that time learning a new product and then facing the same issues. And then you're like, oh, I wish I was in that DAW because the issues now are the same, the bugs are now the same, but I like those host plugins, those native plugins in that DAW, in DAW A, but I don't like these plugins. So now I have to go purchase third-party plugins which matches that quality that I already had. And then it becomes a vicious cycle. In my opinion, you shouldn't change your DAW at all. Spend that time perfecting your art more, learning new tips and tricks, understand various ways that you can boost the performance of your current DAW so that you don't face those issues. If there are few issues, try and spend time to find if there are any plugins that are causing those issues. If there are native bugs you can't really do about it, just wait for the new version to come up and those bugs would be fixed. But at the end, if you're absolutely not happy with the current DAW and you just are in the mood to try out new thing because you're just done with the current DAW, you've lived that life, you just want to move on to a new thing, then go ahead and switch. But I would say with 100% certainty, you shouldn't change your DAW. It's not worth it. That's my opinion. Just stick with one DAW, master it, become the pro in that DAW, and focus more on your art instead of the tool, if that makes sense. So there you go, guys. That was all for this video. I hope this was informative. It was valuable for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions. I would be happy to help you. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me. It helps YouTube push my videos to more people. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, cheers.